What's up, y'all? Welcome to Exhausted Truth, where I am your host, and I'm very exhausted from always having to tell the goddamn truth. But hey, someone's got to do it. Anyway, today, my people, we have a situation where, so you see what I'm talking about? Who answers that any differently? Who sticks around? Like, I'm trying to figure out what kind of person you are. If you're going to go ahead and stick around after she says, if you're not the type of person that doesn't want to hear people air their partner's dirty laundry, you don't like hearing that kind of thing, you don't like being a part of that kind of thing. And then to assume, anyway, let's keep going.
The internet gets my drama. Tell me if this would piss you off.
You're already pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? Airing your dirty laundry about your partner, about your spouse. And not only that, it's behind their back is what it sounds like. Sounds like he doesn't even know she's doing this.
My husband says he's going to go golfing. Okay. This was yesterday. I already wasn't crazy happy about it, considering it's a couple days before Christmas. He knew that I had a ton that I needed to do. I had voiced my concerns to him about this. Hey, this is taking up really valuable time on a week that we don't have any extra time. And then I'm like, you know what? Stop. He doesn't get to go out with his friends often. He doesn't get to do fun things very often. You can make time for your shit later. Let him go. So he goes. He leaves the house around 8 a.m. yesterday.
That's her patting herself on the back, by the way. If you didn't catch it, that's her patting herself on the back. You know, I'm going to be the bigger person and let him finally go do something that he enjoys doing. She's patting herself on the back. It isn't really her trying to say like, oh, my husband really deserved this, or, you know, my husband really needed this. That's what she's saying. But it's what she's really doing is patting herself on the back for being the one that allowed him to go do it.
I get like 1 or 2 texts from him throughout the day. 6 o'clock in the evening rolls around. At this point, I'm thinking he's got to be on his way home, right? Like he's coming home, right? Our kids go down at 7:30. The wife of his best friend texts, hey, the boys are sleeping off their golfing day. AKA, they got so shit-faced that it's 6 in the evening and they're passed out at his buddy's house. So I'm like, that's so fantastic. You left to go golfing all day, which is already annoying to leave me with the kids. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I get very few breaks. Now I'm like working on my day off, you know what I mean? And I'm doing bath and bed and like all the...
Is she talking about day off from being a mother? What are you talking about? Listen, I'm just going to be honest. Only women, right? Only women can get away with, you know, choosing to have a child and then just saying, and considering it a job. Let a man reverse those roles and let a man say that, you know, act like it's a job to be a father, and he will be looked at as the fucking devil. But Lord, behold, she does it and she expects to be treated like a victim. Like, you chose this. What do you mean a day off? Anyway.
Sorry, I hit stop for a second. So I'm not doing that all by myself. That's already annoying. That's already just rude. At this point, I'm just thinking that's rude. You don't even give me a heads up you're not going to be home. You don't give me any kind of indication that you might miss bedtime. Like, I'm just waiting all day for you to get home, and then I find out you're not home. Also, you're 34 years old and you have 2 kids at home, and you let yourself get so drunk that you had to pass out. And then I get a text at 11:30 at night. Oh, hey, I'm on my way home. Sorry. Inexcusable. Freaking excusable. That was so unbelievably inconsiderate and rude. I'm pissed off at him, and I'm pissed off at the friend he was with, because Jesus, you are in your mid-30s. You are too old to be acting like that. So I'm pissed off, right? I'm furious, obviously. So he comes home last night after I had texted him, don't bother, stay at your buddy's house. I don't want you home. He comes home in the morning. He's like, hey, sorry. And I'm like, hey, not good enough. You messed up pretty bad, buddy. Like, that was pretty messed up. So anyways, I ream into him, as I feel I had every right to, because he didn't seem remorseful. He didn't really seem to care. And of course, in true my husband fashion, he then gets mad at me because I'm mad at him. And he cops an attitude with me for being upset with him, because he thinks that the words I'm sorry should just instantly erase all of the emotions around that event, which is just not how humans work. Anyways, so then he's like, I gotta go pick up my golf clubs. I left him at his house. I'll pick up lunch on my way back. 2 hours later, he comes back with lunch, and my meal is wrong, and it's something that I cannot and will not eat. And I'm just like, oh, the rage I feel, I have been shaking all day. I'm so mad because I feel so disrespected. So I'm just venting because I don't really have any in real life friends. My social interaction is all online. So I'm just venting, and I don't care who you think was right or wrong. I don't care if you think it's not a big deal. I literally don't care. I'm just venting to get it out. But also, does anybody else feel that intense rage when their food is wrong? Because that tipped me over the edge. I was mad, and now I am like furious. And I know it's not his fault, and I know accidents happen, and the restaurant just put the wrong soup in, but I'm like, oh my God. After waiting 2 hours for a freaking bowl of soup and then to have it be the wrong soup, and now I feel like it's money wasted, time wasted. Please tell me somebody else is having a day and also gets upset when their soup is wrong. I'm going to talk.
All right. I'm done with that. Look, first of all, this was obviously a communication issue, right, between the two of them. I'm not saying he shouldn't have let her know that he was going to be out longer than he intended to be. Maybe he should have said, hey, I'm having some drinks tonight. I'm probably not going to drive home. Either you can pick me up or I'll be home in the morning, right? I don't know what the guidelines of their relationship are. If this is something that goes against the boundaries that they've set, she has a reason to be mad. But I'm just like, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, first of all, right, her food could have been 100% correct, and he still was going to get blamed for that. So it didn't matter, right? All right, truth be told, I wouldn't put it past her that she was probably hoping her order was wrong, because it just gave her that much more shit to be mad about, right? At the end of the day, it should be more about the principle and less about him trying to make it up to her. Like, but you know, she's a woman, so good luck trying to get that through. But nonetheless, so she says two more things in this video that stick out to me. One being that she has no friends and most of her interactions are online. So that's already a issue right then and there. You know, the one friend that you do have a connection with and a relationship with, a in-person relationship with, is her husband, the lady's husband. And they have bad communication. Because if you think for 1 second that was the first time that he's, done something like that, or she's blown up and reamed into him, as she puts it, like he's a fucking child.
Are you psycho? Do you not have a soul?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I've been physically abused in the ear.
You keep your mouth shut for the next 2 weeks or I'm gonna fail you.
Right, and that's the other thing, right? She's in mother mode all the goddamn time. So instead of, switching out of that when she's dealing with her husband, she stays right in it, and she tries to become his mother and starts mothering him and telling him, no, that's not good enough, mister. She said that earlier in the video. That kind of cracked me up. Anyhow, it's not the first time, right? So the one friend that she feels she has an in-person relationship with, they don't even have good communication, right? Because it ain't the first time. I just got to keep saying that. And then the fact that she says, please tell me somebody else is having a day. Please tell me someone else is having a bad day. What kind of person? Now, I get it, right? Misery loves company, right? But if you're a good person who's feeling misery, you don't wish it upon other people, right? Is what she should have said is, please tell me someone's having a good day. Someone send me some positive vibes. Instead, she wished the worst on you motherfuckers. So if that doesn't stand true and tell you what her character is about, then I don't know what will. At the end of the day, I think it was a bad communication. I think they need to work on that, because this ain't the first time. And I think he fucked up by doing what he did. And I think she's purposely going to try to drag his ass through the mud for it. And because she has no real friends, she's just airing it out on the internet. I don't imagine this gets any better if they don't decide to, work on some shit. And I don't even care who's right and who's wrong in this situation. I'm just telling you what I see in the video. I hope y'all having a good one. And that's my time. And until next time, peace out.